first time I'm trying to do this, so let's see if it works now. I'm trying to pull up my chat on my other monitor. Let's see. Let me know if you can hear me. Please. Let's see. Let me double check with my other monitor. Let's see. You can hear me now. Oh, thank you. Good. Okay, I'm gonna be coloring this drawing of Frieren today. Hi, Demon Slayer, how are you? So I'm going to be coloring in this drawing of Frieren that I was working on the last stream. Okay, I was just double checking that the audio was working, so I'm glad that it's working now. Anyways, so I'm gonna be, what I did last stream was I filled in the shadow for this drawing of Frieren. What I did off stream was I painted the flowers around her. I recorded that off stream just because I get a little bit of anxiety doing it on stream. How are you, Demon Slayer? Thanks for joining the stream. So I get a little bit of anxiety recording the acrylic paint part when it comes to these kind of drawings, so I prefer to do it off stream. I might do it on stream one day, but as far as right now goes, I probably won't be doing that anytime soon because I get a lot of anxiety doing that. Good to see you again. You could call me Anton. Okay, so what I'm gonna do this stream is I'm going to start filling it in. All of the parts that have paint on it, I'm going to be going over them with this black pen. This is a Copic multiliner in black. It's a 0.3 millimeter. Hello, Shiro, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Call you Hinata. How's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. So as I was saying, I'm gonna go ahead and be working on this drawing of Frieren. I'm gonna start putting in the ink on her. So I'm gonna be interchanging between the 0.3 and the 0.05 just because they have two different sizes. You probably can't tell from this far away, but the 0.05 is a little bit thinner than the 0.3. It helps me to get into the smaller, finer details of the drawing. You're Naruto fan, nice. Muichiro. Yes, Muichiro is here. He has joined the chat. Very much in character, for sure. Let's see, so I have my reference here pulled up to the side. I'm going to start filling in. I always start with her eyes, so we're gonna start with the eyes. Let's see, I hope you can see what I'm doing. I hope the camera's not too far away. I want to make sure you're able to see from far away what I'm doing too. So I'm gonna go ahead and start filling in. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I'm comfortable at the same time, because if I'm not comfortable while I'm doing this, the lines are gonna end up looking very wobbly, which is not what we want. You know who this drawing is? What character it is that I'm drawing? This is Frieren. Frieren, the most recent episode was so good. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I've heard that the anime is doing really good right now. A lot of people are watching it. A lot of people are also drawing this exact same pose from the opening. So it's pretty much trending right now, which is good. I'm glad that the anime is getting a lot of good reaction. But yes, it's Frieren. If you haven't had a chance to watch Frieren, you should. It's really good anime. It just had its first season last year, and it performed really, really well, and it got renewed for a second season. So I'm sure you would love this anime. Yes, you would. I think anybody who likes anime in general, I think would enjoy watching this anime, especially if you like those like laid back kind of anime. It's really really good to just sit back and enjoy. It's about magic and love and friendship. And also the main character, Frieren, she's very, very strong. You know, what anime is this girl from? You don't know. Yeah, the story is very beautiful and you get emotional. Yes, it is a very emotional anime, but it's also very, very good. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna go in and fill in this whole thing with the same millimeter pen. Hello, hello, Ash. How are you? Hinata, are you a girl? Muichiro Tokuto, are you a girl? Is everybody a girl? Hi, Ash. How are you? Thanks for joining another live. Thanks for being here. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me while I work on this drawing. I'm currently doing the inking for Frieren. You probably can't really tell too much what I'm doing. Muichiro has confirmed that he's a boy. Now, we know Muichiro is a boy, but we're talking about you, Muichiro. Who are you behind Muichiro? You're just getting into drawings like 1 or 2 a week. That's really good. I'm glad. What are you currently working on? I'd love to see it. I want to know. Is it anime themed or is it just like some other kind of drawing that you're working on? Maybe it's not anime themed at all. Maybe it's something else. Muzan was a girl after all. It's just that my hair is long. Long hair looks good on guys too. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. I'm struggling a little bit working so far away from the drawing just because my details are really, really small around the eye area here. So I'm finding it a little bit difficult to fill this in without messing it up. Muzan is any gender that he wants to be, actually. Going back to that comment about him being a girl after all. It's kind of cool that he could turn into whatever he wants. Let's see. Your love is Akaza. Infinity Castle was crazy. But I mean, at least I think he moved on to the next life a little bit. Feeling at least a little bit happy, I think, because he got to be reunited with his one true love. So I don't think it was too bad of an ending for him after all. It does suck though. His backstory was pretty sad. How old are you guys? If anybody wants to share. It was the best movie because that was super cool. Yes, he was very strong. Your favorite character in Kimetsu no Yaiba is yourself and Shinobu. Shinobu is a very good character too. I like her too. I like her character design too. And even though both Muichiro and Shinobu are teeny tiny, they're also very strong. So they're very cute and tiny, petite characters, but they're also very, very strong, which I like about them. Mostly anime things. You really like good drawings, but for like 1 or 2 years, you have a feeling that you're not good. Childhood insecurity things. This is a new year resolution thing for you. You will try to push on, at least once. I'm glad. That's really good. I'm glad that you have that as a New Year's resolution. I honestly was slacking on my New Year's resolutions. I didn't really come up with anything to work on, which is quite depressing, but for me, it's kind of like a thing of like New Year's resolutions, at least for me personally, never end up working out anyway. I end up falling back into my old bad habits. But I'm glad that you're sticking to it. We're already in almost halfway through February, so it seems like you are meeting the expectations of your New Year's resolution, which I think is really good. Because if it was me, I would have already broken so many things. I mean, like, for one thing, I wanted to have a better diet, like eating healthier, which I am not sticking to at all. I've been eating a lot of unhealthy things too. Like, I told myself that I would start eating healthier, but it's not working out for me. I'm just really bad when it comes to that stuff. But I'm so glad that you're drawing and committing to it, because it can be really hard to just sit down and to get motivated to draw. So I'm glad you're sticking to it. You like the drawing though. Thank you. Your account name is Inosuke Lover, so don't target him. I love Inosuke. He's one of my favorite characters too. I can never draw as beautiful as you do. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like the drawing. I'm very happy you like the drawing. I do want to draw more like female characters. I've been drawing a lot of male characters, and I want to make them look like more cute. So thank you. I'm glad you like it so far. Let's see. Okay, I'm going in with other lashes here. It's funny that I'm going in with all of the details for this drawing already, because I'm just going to be covering it with acrylic paint on top. It's pretty ironic. Sometimes I think, like, what is the point that I'm lining this whole thing? What, even if I'm going to be going over it with acrylic paint anyway? You also slack off on your resolutions. It's just that you are doing it hoping that you do not slack off. It's just February. Hope you do not slack off this time. Yeah, that's true. We're still, even though it feels like time is going by so quickly, at the same time, we're still very, very early on in the year. So it's gonna be easy to kind of, at least like at this time of year, like it's still easy to kind of like lose track of your New Year's resolutions. You need to eat healthy too, snacking all day. I don't believe that. I don't believe you're snacking more than me though. Let's see. I think I might actually tilt this back this way because sorry for moving the you hate healthy foods. I think everybody does. I don't know a normal person alive today that does not like the idea of snacking. And anybody who says that they don't like snacking is a liar. That's what I believe. That's what I know. You ate ramen yesterday? That sounds good. Shin ramen is too spicy. Which one is Shin ramen? Is it like one of those like cup of noodle kind of things? Like the Maruchan ones? I feel like I've seen them before, but I'm assuming it's like one of those packaged ones, like those Maruchan runs, right? You don't think it's spicy? You like Korean spicy ramen? Shin ramen is Korean too. Really, I don't think I've ever tried it before, if I'm being completely honest. literally means spicy. You like udon? Me too. I really like those like thick kind of noodles. Those are always the best. I like udon because the texture. This might sound like weird for a weird reason to like udon, but I like how slippery it feels. Con is back too. Welcome back. Welcome back. Honestly, you have only done 4. Just imitating for now. Like drawings? Cosplay master. Welcome back. Con Ghost Cosplay. How are you? Welcome back to the stream. I am now coloring, well, attempting to color this drawing of Frieren. I doubt I will get to it tonight though. Just because usually inking, like this part of the drawing process, it alone takes me a while, so I don't think I'll get to coloring this piece today, unfortunately. That's just how it works sometimes. Usually when it comes to this stage of the drawing process for these pieces, I like to start earlier in the day. I just was not able to do that today, so we're doing it now. You're about to work on making your sword prop now. Oh, awesome. How's it? Are you excited? How far along are you in the process already? Gyome, thank you so much. Unfortunately, I'm going to Comic-Con in less than a week. Oh, wow. I hope you get it done. Is it for Comic-Con? Because that is a very tight schedule to be working against. I hope you get it done. Like, you just mentioning that gives me a lot of anxiety for you. I'm sure you'll get it done, though. You must be a master at cosplays, so I'm not worried for you, actually. You spot some more stuff tonight to work on it. It's about 85% done. You're fast at it, though. That's good. I'm glad, because I am not fast at anything. So if that project, like if that project was to be put on me, like if the expectations were on me to finish that within a week, I would fail. I would not get it done, because that's just how I am with everything. I'm just so slow, and I'm really bad with deadlines, so unfortunately. You don't go to Anime Expo. You once lost your headband before going to a con, Sakura, and you made a headband in 20 minutes, and people said it looked like an official one. That's so cool. That must have felt really good getting those compliments too, especially since you had to do it on a time crunch. That must have felt really rewarding for you to get all those compliments. I'm glad. You also made the shoes as fast that day. Okay, well, you should become like well, you probably are already considered a professional, but like a professional like cosplay maker for clothing and props. I'm sure you'd make a lot of money doing that. I'm sure people would pay you a lot of money. You spend too much money when you go to cons. Me too. You love the compliments so much. You always go for the people. It doesn't matter if you win the contest or not. Did you apply for a contest this time around as well? Or are you just going to hang out with some friends and meet new people? You want to eventually be a cosplay judge. Oh, that's cool. Is that like an official thing? I'm sure it is, because I mean it's a whole community. But that's really cool. That would be so much fun. You get to like judge other people's cosplays, and then you get to also see some really cool cosplays too. Bakugo is your favorite. Are you so fast? I wish I was that fast at drawing. I wish I could finish a drawing as quick as you make those cosplay props and accessories. Okay. Let's see. You actually met your boy in November 2024 at Comic Con. You hung out all day, but your schedule was messed up and you didn't exchange contact info yet because it didn't go as planned. Oh no. Favorite character is, you like Aizawa Shota very much. Me too. He's one of my favorite characters as well. I really like a lot of the teachers in My Hero. Let's see. Shota Aizawa is one of my favorites. Obviously, All Might is like my top favorite. I don't know if you guys know, in Japan they do like this like lottery kind of like prize game type of thing where you can go to like a 7-Eleven, a Family Mart, if they carry it. Sometimes they have like this lottery game, like gacha game, where you can win prizes. They were doing one of My Hero, although it wasn't available in the convenience stores though. It was available mainly online and at the official like Ichiban stores. They had like a really cute All Might plushie that you could win from the new My Hero one that they were doing, and I really wanted it. It was super cute. I'm debating purchasing one at resale value. In November 2025, we met each other again, same con as he was walking out and you were walking in. You exchanged numbers and now we talk a lot. That's awesome. It's really cool how you can meet. You have your pop-up store at Anime Expo. I wish. I wish I could do that. Don't really think it's a realistic thing for me to be doing though at any point. Maybe in the future, who knows. I never understand how so many artists can sell a bunch of anime fan art at these conventions, but a lot of people are doing it. But it's really cool that you can meet people, and you can meet like some of your closest friends and or even like your partners through community events like that. I think it's really, really cool. You low-key love the guy. Okay, I think we need to get you guys together, go on a date, put together a date for you. That'd be so much fun. Maybe he likes you too, who knows, you never know. I'm gonna switch back to my other pen. That's cute. Your secret is safe with us. It's crazy. When we first met, you literally hung out all day and even entered the contest together. You were both Call of Duty characters. That's cool. Which characters were you? Did I do art critiques? And if you could you check out my art? Thank you so much. Yes, I would love to check out your art. I don't know if there's a way for me to check through YouTube. Like, if you want to like DM me or something on Instagram or TikTok, I can check it out that way. Yeah, go on a date. Have a good day or night, ma'am. Just letting you know you're not alone and the world is simply better with you in it. That's very nice of you. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. That's super cool. Thank you. I hope you have a good night or day wherever you're at as well. And thanks for watching the stream for a bit. I appreciate your time. Ghost ski mask underneath. You were a female ghost and was gonna bring I don't know how to pronounce that word. Kong mask that day, but lost it. Oh no. Don't burn my single. At least not this week. No, it's okay. Oh, and it's funny because what's I think tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Because what is today? You're gonna eat right now because you haven't eaten all day. Oh my gosh, that does not sound like Bye, Demon Slayer. Moves on. Hope you have a good day or night. That does not sound like a fun time, but you should definitely go and eat because I would be dying. You didn't take care of yourself. Yes, you should. You don't want to go too long without eating. That's not healthy for you. We want to make sure we're getting all of our nutrients and eating well. Your kindness is so abundant, it probably extends to parallel universes. You're very kind, thank you. I appreciate it. You are very, very kind as well. And it also probably extends to parallel universes too. Should I post clips from Comic-Con? Yes, you should. You should always post stuff about what you do in your free time, what you like to do. I think it's important to share those things that you enjoy doing because you only live once. You won't be able to share them forever. So if you ever want to, if you're ever thinking of sharing something, you don't even have to ask, just do it. You just liked my live, you deserve more recognition. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, bye. Bye, Demon Slayer. I hope you have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us for a bit. Hopefully we'll catch you in another live. It'll probably still be working on this drawing. Because I don't think I will be finishing this drawing anytime soon. Definitely not tonight, that's for sure. By the way, where are you from? Where are we all from? Let's share. Only if you're comfortable doing so, by the way. Don't feel pressured to share where you are from if you don't feel comfortable. Let's see. Okay, so we're going ahead and outlining her eyes. We post a lot of vids from con. This is probably the most you've done for a cosplay, so you might get recorded by photographers again. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, you gotta find a way to share it with us. We all want to see what good stuff you got going on with your very cool cosplays. It deserves to be shared and seen by the world. You sent a DM. Your username handle is on here as well. Finish liars. Yes, I'll remember that. And if you don't mind, please also let me know which platform you DM'd me on so I know where to look. USA, China. Oh, we're tuning in from China. Do you know Bangladesh? That's when people ask for so many pictures when you went as female. Ghost actually had 3 guys line up for pictures. That's a win. That's for sure a win. What kind of compliments do you get? Like, is it on the design of the clothes, or is it your makeup? Like, what do people compliment you the most on? Or is it like the props you design? There's a little bit of everything. Yudo is from Japan. I want to go to Japan. I want to live in Japan. Let's see. I'm honestly surprised I'm doing a pretty decent job outlining the eyes here because it's like they're perfectly round circles. It is stressing me out. Yeah, but anyways, I have to constantly be flipping around my workspace because my hand is not physically able to line I think I should just keep this pen out. I'm constantly like moving it back and forth. People say stuff like, I love your cosplay, or you made all of that. That's amazing. I've never seen a girl version of Ghost, and that's sick. That's awesome. Really cool compliments. That just means that confirms that you are very, very good at what you do. And I'm glad you get a lot of compliments, because people who work hard deserve to be recognized for it, and they deserve all the compliments that they can get. So I'm glad. What other cosplays are you planning on doing? Like, are there any specific cosplays that you want to partake in or design that you've had, or like you've been thinking about for a while, or any of the ones that are like particularly really, really difficult? Because I know doing cosplay is very, very hard, especially if like the character design is very complex. You respect people who can cosplay. You love my Joseph darling. Me too. You're gonna keep doing 360 on that paper. Sorry, my wrist is not able to. I mean, I could if I really, really wanted to, but I'm not about to give myself carpal tunnel trying to line this art. But you know what, just for you, I'm gonna try not to flip it around as much, since it's probably making you dizzy. Why is it drawing so good? Because you cannot draw like that. That's so tough. Thank you. You have had YouTube for years. Oh, okay, on Instagram. Great. Thank you for letting me know. Finish. I will take a look at it after the stream. Thank you. You plan on cosplaying a nurse from Silent Hill. Okay. Bella Demetrius from Resident Evil 8 to female ver of Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil. Oh, a lot of Resident Evil. Okay. Maybe like a girl version of Anakin Skywalker, and a long list. That's good. I'm glad you have like a huge list of people that you want to do. The nurse from Silent Hill, I think I saw like a couple reels on, or I saw a reel like on Instagram of somebody who did a cosplay. Are they like faceless nurses? Who's playing his Resident Evil game coming up this month? Not me. I'm not playing that. I'm too scared to play that game. But Resident Evil, those games are really good. From what I can tell from the gameplays that I have watched, because I have not personally played that game, any of those games, and I don't want to, because like, it's funny because I like horror stuff like from a distance, or like haunted houses and stuff I can do. But video games, no. Those really freak me out. Like, and I know they're not real, but the idea of being like immersed into it, and like, especially because the majority of those horror games are like one-player games, I feel very, very like isolated and alone, which I'm sure is the whole point of those games. But I hate them. That was a nurse. Okay, so they're faceless. What equipment do you use, by the way? Just draw like, and what type of pencils? You're just going on with my tab. Okay, what equipment? Like, just like, you mean specifically drawing supplies, or do you mean like recording equipment and stuff? I'm assuming you're referring to like art supplies though. If you're referring to art supplies, for my inking, like for right now, what I'm using to clean up my my sketch with my pen. This is a Copic multi-liner. I also use Staedtler pencils. The ones, I think they're like from Germany or something. Gotta finish your cosplay. Okay, thank you for joining the stream. No, drawing things. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. I just want to double check. I use Staedtler for all of my sketching. They're like those blue pencils without an eraser on top. Those are the ones that I use for my sketching. Sometimes I use mechanical pencils too. I find mechanical pencils, like any kind of mechanical pencil, honestly, work pretty well too, because then you don't have to be you aren't having to sharpen the pencils all the time. Good luck, Con. Best of luck on your cosplay. I hope it goes well. I hope you have a good time. We're all gonna live vicariously through you. And maybe next time when you join the stream, let us know how it went and we can talk about it. You're not so proud to say that you have never seen a horror movie, you never watched a horror game or anything horror related. That's fair, honestly, and I think anybody who hasn't watched a lot of horror or has been exposed or has exposed themselves to that kind of genre of like entertainment in general, I think is living a very blessed and comfortable life. Because sometimes I don't understand why so many people like to immerse themselves in horror content. Like, it's just like, why would you want to put yourself through that, is what I often think. Now I can kind of understand why like some people would enjoy it, because like it's like you get like those kind of like, what is the word, like, is it serotonin or something that you could get from it that you don't normally get? Like, it's a rare feeling that you get, or you could like compare it to riding like a roller coaster or something like that, like the feeling that you get from horror and stuff. But for me, I don't get that feeling. It's not fun at all. How do I draw the eyes like that? It takes a lot of practice and patience. I'm not looking forward to outlining these flowers, but we gotta do it, so we're gonna suck it up and get it done. Okay, I'm gonna outline them with black. Let's see. Hello, how are you doing? You're welcome to the stream. We're just doing a chill stream here. We're rendering, and by rendering I mean we're drawing with we're drawing over our sketch here with a pen, and we are outlining the piece that I'm working on, which is Frieren. Chill stream. I hope it is. Sorry, I know I'm covering like the majority of this drawing, but it's because I'm so far away from the drawing. Normally I'm very, very close to the drawing, so it's kind of hard for me to see what I'm doing here. Once your friends wanted you to go see a horror movie because they thought it was gonna be a bad horror movie, and it's borderline comedy, so not happening. You're like, no, it's still considered a horror movie, so I'm good. It's funny, they were trying to find a loophole to make you go watch it. That's good. Stand your ground. Don't let anybody step over your toes and tell you what to do. Like, that's another thing for me when it comes to like that kind of stuff. Like, if somebody is trying to force you to do something and they're considered your friends, it's like, come on. It's like, are you really my friend then? If you're not looking out for me and what I like to do and what I don't like to do, or what I feel comfortable with doing and not feel comfortable with doing. But yeah, No, but that's funny. Hi, how are you? Welcome. You can call me Paul. Oh, hi Paul. How's it going? Very cute username. We're just here working on the drawing of Frieren. I'm trying my very hardest to be able to look at what I'm doing without accidentally putting my face in the stream. So I'm outlining these flowers, and it is proving to be a very difficult task right now. Who watches JJK? I do. I haven't watched the most recent episode though, but I heard it was very, very good. I realize this isn't the most interesting part to watch of the stream, of just like the details are so small here. I can't wait for me to use markers. Me too, but I fear it's gonna be a while until that happens. It's gonna be a long time. How long it's taking me to just go over the eyes here. Not the eyes, the flowers. This flower crown, man, it was just not the vibes. It's a very, very pretty flower crown, don't get me wrong. It's just having to draw it is another whole monster in and of itself. Aki, hello, how are you? Thank you. You mean there's also the thing when they want you to push your boundaries and fears, like fear of heights, for example. Sometimes you want your friends to push. You realize that after you cross the boundary. That's very true. Very, very true. That's a common thing that we deal with a lot when it comes to friendships. A lot of people don't know where to draw the line, which is very unfortunate. But I'm glad you know your boundaries and you're able to stand your ground, because that's really, really important, and it's really special for your own mental health and growth. So I'm glad that you're able to say no to those things. What is my name? My name is Rimu. Paul. Nice to meet you. Let's see. So it looks like we have a little circle in here for this shape. Okay. Hard to even know then what your friend is trying to do. Why did I name myself Rimu? I named myself Rimu because there was this anime that I was really into. Called That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. I really like the main character that is in that show. He's like a cute little slime ball. He's very adorable. And I haven't finished the anime yet, but it's a very cute anime, and and the character designs are really cute, but he's a very, very strong character, and I really like that character, so I decided to cut his name, because his name is Rimuru, and then I cut it down to just Rimu, and that's how I got my name. This doesn't really mean anything else besides that. I just liked the name and the character from that anime, and I based my name off of that. Nice drawing. Thank you, Paul. Can I please draw Frieren next? I would like to draw Frieren. I want to draw all the characters from Frieren. It would be a lot of fun to draw all the characters, especially Stark too, and Hemed. That slime is an anime where everyone is like that anime, and you don't understand why. I mean, like, everybody likes it. It's those animes are interesting because there's like a huge genre for that kind of anime, of like where the main character he exits real life, and then he or she is then reincarnated into a new universe or world, where it's more often than not it's like a survival game that they're like reincarnated into, or like this magical universe where like a bunch of these like magical rules apply, and then you can become like a sorcerer or a witch or a wizard. So yeah, I think those kind of animes are just so popular. And what is my favorite scary movies? That's such a good question. I don't know if I have any favorite scary movies, but I can tell you which movies like traumatize me and that I still think about every once in a while and then get re-traumatized. I think the first one, I don't remember the name, but it's about maybe you guys don't know the actors' names, but all I can think of right now is the name of the actor that's in there. He plays the brother of the sister, who I think she's like autistic or something like that. She unfortunately also ends up passing in the movie, but it stars one of the Wolf brothers, either Nat or Alex Wolf. I can't remember which one, but it's that movie. He's so kind. He is very kind. He's such a good character. He's a good hero for sure. But I like him too. He's just a really good looking character too. The other scary movie that comes to mind though is oh, I think I remember what it's called, Hereditary. That one was scary. And I don't even fully understand the concept of that horror movie. Like I don't understand the plots of many horror movies. I'm just kind of like, what? And honestly, I think a lot of horror movies in general, the plot doesn't really it's not meant to make sense. It's like just there to scare you. You don't have a problem with isekais, and Factory Zero is one of my favorite now, but Slime, you just feel like is another OP main character anime. That's true. That's totally fair, but yes, I'm glad you mentioned like what it's called too, isekai. Yes. I like them too. Some people don't though. A lot of people think they're overrated because of like how highly saturated it is now in the anime community. Like there's just so many different isekais now that it's kind of hard to keep up with them, but yeah, I like them. Re:Zero is also a really good one. I have also yet to finish it, but from what I have watched of it, it's really good and I like it. But I can totally understand why ones like Slime, that time I got reincarnated as a slime, is kind of overlooked or kind of like not appreciated because of the whole idea that the main character is just so overpowered that you can kind of expect what's going to happen. He's just going to be winning every time. Like every war that happens, every fight that happens, you can already expect the main character to win in that situation, which can be a little bit boring sometimes. You see Demon City movie? I have not seen it. But you know, it's a guy with your smartphone? What is that one? I do not know about that one. I don't think I know about that one. One isekai that I don't like in particular. Well, I like it and I don't like it. I forget the name, but it's a recent one. I don't think there's an English translation actually. Now that I think about it, I think it's called like oh no, I remember. It's Mushoku Tensei, something like that. I don't like that one. Because I don't like the idea that he has the okay. I don't want to spoil it, but let's just say he doesn't want to stay with one woman the rest of his life. I know there's a term for that as well. But I'm not too keen on those kind of shows. And I know they're pretty popular and they're big, and because if they weren't popular and people weren't into that stuff, they wouldn't be going mainstream. Like those specific kind of anime would not be popular and they wouldn't be mainstream. You have a common opinion. I'm glad. I don't know why. I mean, I think one time I searched on Reddit because I think one time I don't know. I think I was trying to look references to draw that anime or something, like a specific character from that anime. And then naturally, whenever I do search you know, like reference photos of specific characters from specific anime, it's gonna be natural for me to get spoiled somehow, right? So I try to avoid it, but sometimes I can't help it. Like if I see a spoiler, I'm like, wait, there's no way that's actually true. So then I go into it and then I start researching it, and as we all know, the best way to do research is through Reddit. That's sarcasm, by the way. Reddit is not where you go to do research. But I did. So I went to Reddit to look into this anime, and then I got spoiled. And then I found out everything about Mushoku Tensei and what happens, and I got very, very upset after I found that out. And I was like, oh, well, that ruins it for me. Because I had very, very high expectations for the protagonist and the love interest in that anime, in that story. Sis. What's up, Pa? Is that a hot take? Let me know. Because if it is, I don't care. I'm still mad. To this day, I'm still mad, and I don't think I can watch that show. How am I doing today? I'm doing good. How are you, Paul? Thanks for asking. What are you currently up to? What are you doing today? What are plans for today? What's on the menu for today? I'd love to know. What are you cooking? What are you doing later? Are you gonna be watching a movie? Are you gonna be working on some stuff? Let me know what you're gonna be up to. Because we all know what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be here trying to finish this drawing. I mean, I would like to at least try to color some of this. You don't care. I do care. Maybe that's just code for you want to keep it a secret, which is totally fair too. No worries. Nobody's pressuring anybody here. Okay, I think. Let's see. Okay, at least I'm like almost halfway done with completing this flower crown because not fun. good thing is though, coloring the drawing usually isn't too complicated. I just have to be careful not to go over any of the lines that I'm currently going over. Because I hate having to clean up my lines again after I go in and color with the acrylic markers. It's one thing that I dislike the most. So we got the leaves down here. So it seems like a lot of people are drawing this reference of Frieren currently. It's like kind of going viral. There's like so many artists right now that are drawing this particular scene from the opening. I don't recall if this is in the anime or not. Because you know how sometimes they have like, they show specific scenes in the opening that are obviously meant to only be animated for the opening and not the anime itself. So I think that might be going on, or this might actually be an actual scene in the anime as well. As you can tell, I've not properly done my research. I just know that this scene is in the anime, I mean in the opening for the anime. And it's a very, very cute scene too. I like it a lot. I also like that Frieren, the anime itself has a lot of scenes with a bunch of flowers. Like there's just a lot of clips with a lot of flowers. Whenever I think of this anime, I just think of like flower beds and flower gardens. Which is cute and all, but I hate drawing flowers, so I'm not happy about the fact that I have to draw flowers for this piece. You're doing your design. Are you designing your own anime character, Paul? It's really cool. Are they male or female? Do they have a favorite color or food? Do they have a backstory? There is that flower. I always underestimate how long it's actually going to take me to work on a drawing. Hello, how are you? Zita, welcome. We're working on a new drawing of Frieren. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day so far. You're underrated. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, Ash, you want to design your own character by May and June. May through June. That sounds like a really, really good timeline to design a character because you always have to, when it comes to making your own OCs, you usually have to like, I mean, you don't have to, but it's good to kind of like come up with a backstory for them, figure out what their personality is like, what kind of things they like to do. I'm also trying to figure out all that for my own original character that I have like a sketch already made for. I'm trying to figure out how to develop her in more detail though, because I just have like a very, very rough sketch. Thank you. I was worried that the chat had died down completely because I wasn't seeing anything for a while. But you guys were just lurking, which I appreciate too. Thank you. Okay. Okay. All right. Almost like halfway done with this flower crown, which is, I don't know why it just always takes me so long to render. Making sure my lines are thick enough here. Yeah, I don't really think you can see much of the detail. On camera, at least. I mean, you could tell, not through a camera lens, that I'm actually making a lot more progress than it looks. I am supposed to be outlining the flowers too in black soon. But I think I'm gonna do that towards the end after I'm already done filling in all of the pen parts here for the drawing. Okay, sometimes I wonder if I'm going to randomly doze off in the middle of a drawing, which has happened multiple times before in the past. I think it's just this music is just relaxing me to the point that I'm starting to fall asleep, not gonna lie. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was focusing. Just don't want to mess anything up here because I'm doing a pretty good job with the pen point. Okay. Sometimes I have to really think hard about like where I'm putting in, going in with another area. Hello, Jumpy Bean. Welcome back. How are you? Welcome back to another live. You did not know there was so much work before coloring. Respect. Yes, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So, unfortunately, it's a very long process. Oh, thank you, Jumpy Bean. I'm glad you like the drawing so far. Yeah, I'm currently working on her flower crown. It's been taking ages. I'm glad you like the drawing so far. She's been a lot of fun to work on. Right now I'm just trying to go in and clean her up. Going over my sketch lines with a pen, so I know exactly where to put in the colors with my acrylic markers when I start the coloring process. Have you started watching Frieren? Sometimes I'm like working on these kind of drawings and I'm like, why did I choose such a complicated reference? I could have picked a much easier one and been done quicker. Let's see. Hi. Did you know the English dub actress also played Anya from Spy Family? No, I did not know. So the English dub of Anya and the English dub of Frieren are the same character? Hello. You just saw it in a short. That's amazing. You never knew that. I did not know that either. I also don't really watch much of the English dub of anime. I like to watch it everything in the original format that it is aired in, which is Japanese. That's also because I'm trying to learn Japanese, so it is more entertaining for me to draw, or not draw, to watch things in their native language. And that doesn't go just for anime. It goes for like any other kind of like content that I enjoy that is not English content. I just prefer the original with subtitles. Another funny thing is that whenever I watch like YouTube or when I go to turn on the TV to watch something or watch a movie, I always have these subtitles on. So even if it's like an English movie, I still put subtitles on because I'm really hard of hearing actually. Like we all know I'm not deaf, obviously. Don't remember where I was going with that. Yeah, but I just like to listen to things and then also be able to read them. I feel like I'm exercising two parts of my brain that I normally wouldn't. So. What's the ha for? I don't know. It's me just being awkward. You want to learn Italian? That's awesome. English makes it hard for you to focus because the mouths don't match. Oh, I agree. 100% I agree. Yeah, it's just a weird thing for me. When I first started watching anime, I used to watch a lot of it, but this was like when I was really young. I used to watch it dubbed in English, and I didn't really have an issue with it then, but I think it's because like my brain just didn't connect that it wasn't like, I don't remember the mouths not matching the words in English dub bothering me much when I was younger, but nowadays when I try to like watch anime dubbed in English, like that's one big thing that bothers me. Like I just can't keep up with the fact that the mouths are not matching what the words are saying. You love Frieren so much and you haven't watched this anime yet. You should definitely watch the anime. It's really good. A lot of people actually like are watching it right now. It's a very good anime, very chill. It's funny, it's cute. It can get serious sometimes too and sad. For the most part, though, it's a very cute anime, very entertaining anime. You love the that time I got reincarnated as slime. You like that anime? We were just talking about that earlier on the stream too. Yes, definitely add it to your list. We were talking about that earlier about why I named myself the name that I have, Dumu. That's because of that anime specifically. I really like the main character in the anime, so that's what my name is based off of. Me too, I'll add yours. I like that we're being polite to each other regarding our anime recommendations. Good sense of community. Can you believe how long it's taking me to draw this darn flower clone? On the side of me, just realized that. Yeah, it's pretty subtle. I mean, I'm glad it's not as obvious. Like, obviously, like when I do mention it, it kind of like clicks, right? Like it's like, oh, like that's why. But I'm glad that it's also kind of subtle because I didn't want it to be too obvious. So that's what I based my name off of. But yeah, I appreciate that it's been subtle. Because if it was also very, very obvious for people, like why my name is the name that it is, that would also be kind of sad, I think. Because I want my name to sound unique. So that makes me happy. You are sitting there. I would have already stopped doing it by now. Trust me, I am tempted to stop completely. Yeah, sometimes I know it's important to like take breaks and stuff, but I don't like to do that. If I could, I would finish everything in one sitting. But I'm just not physically capable of doing that. I was supposed to, my plan for today was to finish the inking process for this drawing tonight, and then also start filling in with color her eyes and her face. I don't think that's gonna happen today though. I definitely don't think that's gonna happen today because my energy is already running out pretty quick. Have I watched Tokopi's original? No. It's like 10 and you go to bed. If you have another stream, you'll be in, but you subscribe. The drawing looks really good. I don't want to be mean, but I'm tired, so I gotta go. But stay, girl. Thank you so much. I'm glad you were able to join the stream for a bit. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty used to people hopping in and out and tuning in for just a couple minutes and then leaving. But you've been here for quite a while, so thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good night's sleep. My sleep schedule was pretty messed up, so I went to sleep at 4 a.m. last night. And here we are again. I hope I don't end up staying up that late again today, because I don't. That does not sound like a fun time for me. Bye bye, Jumpy Me. That's fair. Oh, you're not leaving Jumpy Me, are you? We're talking about YMCA. I don't know YMCA. You love my streams. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you had a good time, and I hope to see you in another stream. Thank you so much. I am hoping to start live streaming more often. We'll see how it goes once I get to that point. But for right now, this little chill drawing streams are gonna be the kind of content that I'm making for a while. This is my first time going live for my first traditional drawing, I think, though. Yeah. I used to go live, not used to, well, yes, I used to go live on TikTok quite a lot. For a couple of my past couple of drawings, the past couple of months, I was streaming them live on TikTok. Occasionally on Instagram too, but I stopped for a while and I'm trying to jump back into it, so we'll see how well it goes. My pen's having a little acting up. You're drawing with me and you're still here. Good. I got confused in the chat here. I thought you said you were leaving as well. What are you drawing right now? I'd love to know. And I'm glad I'm not the only one drawing at this hour because it makes me feel less lonely. I'm sure there are a lot of artists out there that draw around this time of night. I mean, there's a lot of night owls that exist out there in the world. There's plenty of people pulling all-nighters, I bet, at any given day and time. Oh. You're drawing a mushroom girl. That sounds so cute. I would love to draw mushroom people. I was thinking of developing an OC as a mushroom because I really like mushrooms, but you know what, I might actually end up doing that, going through with developing my own mushroom character. I was working on like a Shiba Inu one, and I liked the original sketch that I made of my OC of my Shiba Inu, but as I started to try to make more drawings of it, I didn't really like how it was turning out after all. So I might redraw the Shiba Inu OC that I have, or I might just switch it to a mushroom person. You wanna play the game right now? What kind of game is it, Ash? Please let us know. Would love to know what you're playing. Is it a horror game? Since we were on the topic of horror games earlier. Is it multiplayer, single player? Is there an online gaming feature available? You missed that. You were playing Arknight Enfield. I have not played that game. Is it good? What do you recommend it? What do you rate it out of 10? And how far along are you in the game? Did you just start? Are you already kind of like halfway through? Or are you getting close to the end? I was never really that big into games growing up, but there is one particular game that I really enjoyed that was available on the PlayStation, and they've renewed it a couple of times. I think it was originally on the PS4, no, or maybe PS3, and then they upgraded it to a higher graphic version, and then they even made a version available to play on the PlayStation 5. So it's a pretty old game. I mean, if it was available on PS3, that has to mean it was an old game. So, your last drawing was that game's main character. It's a new gacha game. That sounds like a lot of fun. I've never played a lot of those like gacha games, but I can understand why people would want to spend money and want to do the gacha, or want to immerse themselves in the gacha of the video game. But the game that I really liked and played a lot when I was growing up was The Last of Us. I have replayed it multiple times. I practically know that entire game like it's the back of my hand. Like, I know how to escape from certain boss battles without making the game freak out on you. Like, you'd be surprised at how many easy ways there is to get out of boss battles in that game. Have I heard of Sally Face? No, you do not spend money on those. Yeah, on the gacha. I'm glad. Cause one cool thing about those kind of gacha games is that the developers, like, if you want to participate in it, the developers, like, if you save enough of your coins or whatever that you get in those games, you can eventually participate in it and do some polls. You could win some rare characters and some rare items if you just are patient enough to wait for the feature to be available, which I can appreciate when it comes to video games. But yeah, it's sad how many, because it's like gambling, but it's sad how many people can get addicted to it. I'm lucky that I have not gotten addicted to it, but it's a visual novel puzzle horror game. Horror, just say horror, and that makes me not want to play it. Visual novels. I've heard about visual novels. Are those like in fact, I've heard of like anime visual novels. It's like you're playing a story, right? If I'm interested. I would be interested if there was no horror in it. I'm just kidding. It sounds really interesting. But what is the purpose of a visual novel? I've always like, I've heard about visual novels, but I've always wondered, like, what exactly is it, and what does it do? Like, how does that make it different from, like, just the categorization of a visual novel? It makes me wonder, like, how is that different from other games? But it's pretty much like you just partake in a story, right? Yep, only you can move around. Oh, really? Like, obviously it's not like an RPG game, right? Like, maybe it is, who knows? You don't know, you guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know the terms. I don't even know if, like, what I'm explaining or asking even is like an accurate question to be asking. But how are you liking the game? Is it a good game? Let's see. One thing about these pens is they feel like they're gonna dry out sometimes on me, and I think it's kind of a similar thing that happens when you're working with colored pencil and you're painting on top of, like, I don't know, when you're working with colored pencil and then you are going on top of the colored pencil with these pens, it kind of, like, the wax gets stuck on the pen itself, and then it ends up causing like a blockage of the ink, which I hate. Yeah, and some of them you pick different paths. You watched it; it was awesome. Eddie Plays is a fun guy to watch. Oh, is that another, like, Let's Player? I don't even know if that's what you call YouTubers that are gamers these days, because I know back in the day, like, gameplays were called, like, Let's Plays specifically. I loved to watch Markiplier and also PewDiePie. Sometimes I think about their content a lot. Like, sometimes I just realize, like, how impactful the gaming community is when it comes into terms with, like, streaming and just, like, you know, creating content as a gamer. Like, it's so impactful, because I often think a lot about how He's like Markiplier. He plays a lot of different games. That's awesome. Like, yeah, like I used to watch a lot of Markiplier and PewDiePie, and I often think, like, even though the Let's Plays that they uploaded, or like that they would play and upload from back in the day, like I often think about them a lot. I've been wanting to rewatch Markiplier play Five Nights at Freddy's. I watched some of the gameplay for that, but for some reason, because Five Nights at Freddy's is a very, very complex game, and I don't fully understand the lore of it. I know it's very complex and open-ended. I think the game developer designed the game to be like that on purpose, to be open-ended and for you to have like your own thoughts about it. But yeah, I watched him play a couple of those games, and then for PewDiePie, he was also one of the most impactful YouTubers that I watched growing up, and I was obsessed with watching his funny compilations that he would upload onto YouTube, and I would just rewatch and rewatch, and I could not get enough of it. And I think about them often, and sometimes I just want to rewatch them like over and over. Actually, after playing Genshin the 2021 time gacha, the story's good. You stick to that. Yeah, Genshin Impact was huge, and I think it's still huge, right? Game Theory has a timeline that's awesome. So, yeah, I was I think in like October, November, like before the second FNAF movie came out, I was rewatching the game theory videos about Five Nights at Freddy's, just because I was curious, and I couldn't remember, because I also remembered when FNAF was a huge thing, and when game theory was releasing all of those game theory videos about it, and I was like, how does he know all of this stuff? Like, is this like, has this been confirmed by the game developer himself, or is he, because like obviously his whole content is, the whole idea is that it's a game theory, it's not fact, it's not confirmed to be fact or not, but like I felt like they were so accurate. I was like, there's no way that these aren't accurate, because like who can come up with those kind of stories, or those, the reasoning behind like all of that stuff like that? Like, there's no way it's not fact. But then as I continued watching his series on game theory about the FNAF video game universe, he kept like updating. He'd be like, oh, okay, well, turns out this was not completely correct. So it's interesting, like how complex the story actually is. And I feel like, honestly, the game developer doesn't even know what is fact and what's not fact anymore. Now playing Enfield, released just a month back. Ooh, that game honestly sounds like a lot of fun. I'll have to check it out. He digs really into deep into the lore. Yes, he does. And like, honestly, I find it very, very hard to believe that he made a lot of it up. I was like, there's no way that, like, he had to have contacted the game developer himself. Okay, we're slowly but surely making progress. I know it's not that obvious, but trust me, we're making some progress. Slow but steady progress. He did actually talk to Scott. No way. And his voice is so I love MatPat's voice. Yeah, he's really cool. And you know what, I also forgot that yeah, he has to be friends with him, right? Because he literally was in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, the first one. I don't know if he was in the second one as well, but weren't there also theories that Markiplier was going to be in the second film as well? Did he even end up being in that film? I never ended up following up and doing my own research on that. But I heard Markiplier was really upset about it. Yeah, I watched the first one, and yes, not in the first one. Was my pot? Was it the second one? But he might be in the second one. Yeah, Markiplier is not in the first one, but he might be in the second one. Yeah, I'll have to look that up because I'm very curious. Because I know for a long time Markiplier was known as like the king of FNAF. Because he cracked the code on, well, I wouldn't say crack the code. I honestly don't even remember if Markiplier even understood the whole lore of the game or if he just kind of went with it. I think he was more so known as the king of FNAF because he did the gameplays and also powered through to complete all the mini games and everything, right, in FNAF. Yeah, but my favorite gameplays, you do not really follow the big YouTubers, only the game-related content, which you play and concern to yourself. What are your top 3 games, Ash? Top 3 favorite games. It could be anything, any genre, any kind of form of video game. It could be a visual novel, an RPG. You know what my favorite games are? The Last of Us, Animal Crossing. I was big on I was really into Mario Kart growing up. Now Genshin and Enfield. Genshin, I would like to get into those kind of games, but I don't know if I have like the ability to do it. You always stick to as much as 2 games. Yeah, because I definitely feel like gaming is hard. Gaming is hard. I wish I was better at games, and I'm sure I could get better if I really wanted to. Like, I would like to one day be able to stream games, but I really suck at games. So I don't think it'd be entertaining to watch me play. Minecraft Mario Kart Paper. Wait, hold on. Mario Kart Paper? Or is that a typo? The first game. Oh, Mario the first game, Tetris. Oh, I don't really know much about like the very early games. Super Mario Brothers. You do not have time to do more than that. Yeah, typo. Okay, got it. Minecraft, Mario Kart, and Mario the first game, Tetris. Nice. Does anybody remember Super Mario, I think it was Galaxy, the game on the Wii? I was so into that game at one point. I really liked the animation for that one too. The Paper Mario games, villain was Loki, haha. Paper Mario? Super Mario games? Wait, which villain? Bowser? Are you talking about Bowser? You never played Mario Galaxy. Although all-time faves, if I'm asking honestly, yes, is OG Vice City 2. I do not know that game. Sounds cool though. Super Mario Galaxy was pretty fun. It was on the Wii. I honestly feel like it was a game that wasn't very mainstream. All I remember is that like obviously like the different levels were Mario going to all these different kind of galaxies, and as we all know, his goal is to eventually save Princess Peach from the evil Bowser. But yeah, the different levels were him going to different galaxies and going through them, and it was kind of trippy. I remember there was a lot of like, I think I got dizzy a couple times because the way it was designed was like that the universe, like you could flip around into different gravity fields and whatnot, and it would kind of like, honestly, not gonna lie, when I was playing that game, I kind of felt like I was high. sometimes playing that game. From what I remember, just from what my memory. But it was a pretty cool game. It was kind of like a power trip though. Clash of Clans. You really like COC, the mobile game. Okay. No mission needed. Clash of Clans. I don't. The mobile game. What is it? What is the premise of that game? Is that like the one that you see all of those ads for? Or like there's this other like mobile game that I see a lot of ads for. And it's like they have a whole animation for this story of like a grandma, and she's hiding all of her secrets, and then the granddaughter is trying to discover her secrets. But it's like I don't know what kind of game it is, but everybody was like, from the ads that they post on Instagram and stuff, like everybody's like, I'm more invested in the story than in the actual game itself. It reminds me, Clash of Clans sounds like one of those games. It's like one of those mobile games. And I think it's kind of just like a Candy Crush kind of vibe for those kind of mobile games. No, that is a really old game, like 2010. You attack villages with clans. Oh, okay, got it. Oh, you actually gotta go now. Thank you for having me. Good night. Thank you, Jumping Bean. Thanks for sticking around and hanging out with us for a bit. It was fun. It's a lot of fun. Let's see here. Yeah, there's no way. I don't think I'm gonna get to the coloring. Unfortunate. Let's see. I think we're making some progress here. Even if it's just a little bit of progress. What am I doing here? Okay, this one goes here. Okay. Gotta turn the paper again, my bad. Yeah, but I wish I was more into video games. Sometimes I wish like I was really good at those FPS games. I feel like those would be really fun to stream and play. I also think it's really cool how like a lot of pro players exist in the universe. Like the fact that people can actually make money from being a pro gamer. FPS, I hate those. I kind of hate them too. I just wish I was better at them. Like the reason why I hate them is because I want to be better at them. Yeah, I'm very envious of people that are good at those games. Because I feel like they would be very enjoyable for me if If I was just good at them. Like, I've tried playing them before, and oh my gosh, I so badly want to be good at them, but I just don't have the talent for those kind of games. You used to play, what is that? PUBG? PUBG? I'm not too familiar with that. What is that? Please share more. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to do this line. Gotta flip it back. I would like to know what PUBG is. Man, I'm not looking forward to working on these flowers. I'm not looking forward to it. I just don't really, I'm not a big fan of super teeny tiny details on drawings. Or at least when it comes to traditional drawings. If it's like digital, it doesn't matter because I can just zoom in. But since I can't zoom in with this, it's gonna be kind of hard to fill in the little details, which is fine. That's what I signed up for when I decided to work on this drawing. What FPS have I played? Fortnite, Apex, or anything else? I have attempted to play Apex, and it's very, very difficult. I have not played Fortnite, but I would like to play it. It does look like it'd be a little bit difficult though. As easy as it looks, and the design of Fortnite looks very much for kids, but obviously I know that many adults play it and they really enjoy it. So obviously Fortnite is not just for kids, it's for multiple people of different age groups. Obviously, if a lot of adults play it, PUBG is actually simplest of all. Really? You like that about drawing in the town? Yeah. I'm trying to think of if I have played any other FPS games. Would Arc Raiders be considered an FPS game? That's like one of the newer games that have come out recently. I also suck at that game. You just pick guns, shoot, that's it. Oh, okay. That sounds like fun. Yeah, but Arc Raiders, I really like the concept of Arc Raiders, but I suck at it so much. But like, I would love to be good. I want to be able to loot a lot of good stuff and craft a lot of good things. You do not know about that, but newer FPS games. Yeah, it's a very new video game. A lot of people were going crazy over it on social media. A couple, I guess the hype isn't as crazy as when it first came out, but a lot of people were talking about it for a while. I wonder if there's still a lot of people playing it, but there was talk that it was supposed to be like game of the year and this and that. So who knows? I don't even know if it's come around to the time for the gaming awards and stuff like that. But a lot of people were saying that it was expected to earn like best game of the year and whatnot. And there was also like a huge debate too about whether or not a game like Arc Raiders deserved to win Game of the Year. You play Apex. Anthony plays Apex. Wow, Anthony, I didn't even know you were still here in this chat. What happened to you? Yeah, Apex, I've tried to play it on mobile when they had it available for mobile. It was very difficult. Yeah, but one thing, any multiplayer game is not for relaxing. That's true. That's very, very true. Those games are not meant to relax. It's really supposed to test your senses, I guess you could say. How quickly you're able to react to things. But yeah, no. There was a huge debate about whether or not Arc Raiders would win or was deserving enough to earn an award. Who knows if it ended up even winning an award at the end of the day. Would love to be fact checked on that. I would fact check myself, but I'm busy, so. But yeah. I would like to play Fortnite just to get all of the cool skins. I wish there were more like Western games like Fortnite. That I wish there would be more games like Fortnite, especially FPS games, that would collaborate with anime. Because I just feel like it would bring a lot more people into the gaming world. And it would make a lot more fun for people. In my opinion. I could think of so many games. Like even Animal Crossing, that is a Japanese game, would be very, very cool if they had like more anime collaborations. Like I know they have collaborated with Sanrio and stuff like that, but it would be so much cooler if they had like anime themed furniture. That'd be cool to collect. Arc Raiders wins best multiplayer game. Did it actually though? Those games are there to test your patience. How much can you concentrate when your teammates are speaking trash? Yeah, that's how it is. That's the reality. You clocked it. Yeah, those games are not for the lighthearted. Yeah, friendships end because of those games. Oh, yes, they did. Okay, well, that's cool. I wonder if people were mad about it. I'm sure there were a lot of people upset about it. Like, I'm sure there are a lot of streamers that are still streaming that game, but because for a while that's all anybody was streaming. But I don't know. I wonder if the hype has officially died down for that game. I'm sure it has, because there's only so much hype a game can get until it falls off. Okay. We're almost done with filling in the line inside of these areas. We're going to be coloring into the acrylic paint markers. almost forgot to fill this part of right ear. Okay. By the way, the first drawing you also did on paper or on tablet? Which one? This one, or are you talking about one that I did on like a previous live stream? Also, sorry if I went a long period without talking. I was focused. If you are referring to the like last drawing that I did on the last live, it was also this one. The one I did before that though was I was sketching out a new chibi drawing that I'm working on. I'm trying to do like these anime icon drawings that will be able to be saved as a profile picture. So I'm trying to get practice on doing those with anime characters so people can get like a general idea of like what the kind of work that I'm gonna be trying to do. What? English, please. Yeah, so I'm just trying to practice doing like profile pictures because I want to be able to design profile pictures as commission work at one point for people. So that's what I was working on. This one, yeah, this was well, I first sketched it on my iPad and then I draw it onto my paper and then I colored on paper too. Today is your first day. You did not really check out previous ones. No worries, that's totally cool. Thank you for sticking around as long as you have on the stream. I really do appreciate your support. It's meant a lot to me. Thanks for hanging out with me and chatting as much as you are, because not a lot of people like to do that. So thank you for chatting and talking to me, because it makes me feel less lonely when I'm working on my projects like these. But yes, it was originally drawn on my iPad and then I sketched it onto paper after drawing it on my iPad. And then and now I'm gonna color it after I finish putting in all the ink lines here. I know there's a lot of people that like to do this last. They will just have the sketch and then they'll go over it with paint and then fine line it after all of the colors in there. I could do that, but I just prefer to fill it all in first and then touch it up after. It just makes it easier for me to see all of my details and what areas I need to keep really, really clean and sharp and precise. Because I feel like I just get a lot of anxiety thinking of having to just work with my sketch alone, which I can understand. I'm probably adding more work onto myself by doing this, but you want to just see what others are doing, like the people who are drawing. Yeah, I totally understand that. It's really, really cool to be able to see other people's like drawing process and like what they do. So definitely my way of rendering is a lot different compared to other traditional artists. A lot of people have their own way of doing things. I like to put all of my lines down first and then I render. And I don't think a lot of people do that, but I don't know why I started doing it. I just feel like, I don't know why I started doing it. Same thing with like when I would work with alcohol markers, like my Copic markers. I would also, maybe that's why I would render everything with the pen first. I think what it is because I got so used to working with alcohol markers and putting down the pen first and then erasing the pencil lines underneath, because sometimes a lot of things that can happen with when you're working with not only alcohol markers but also colored pencils is the pencil can smear the when you're working with alcohol marker. Like if you sketch something and then you go over it with alcohol marker, you know how sometimes it can like smudge. That happens a lot if you don't fully erase your pencil marks underneath. So I think maybe that's why I got into the habit of doing this, of rendering everything first and then going on top of it with the product that I'm going to be using, which is acrylic marker. But it kind of defeats the purpose of me fully rendering all of the line art and then coloring on top, because it's literally acrylic marker. If I go over any of these lines that I just did, I'm gonna have to go over it yet again with my pen. So it's adding more work on myself, but I don't care. You went to any art school or just from internet? I was self-taught for a while, and then I decided to take a couple classes in grade school, and then I did end up going to, not art school, but I went to a university that had an art program. So yeah, if you want me to be completely honest, sometimes I think it was a waste to go to art school. Not art school, sorry, to major in art, because I'm just struggling so much after going into school and graduating from this degree. Sometimes I feel like I should have studied something else. But I'm trying my best, and it's really hard to try to be a content creator, but I've always wanted to be one, so just trying my best here. There's many times where I feel like quitting, like today I wanted to quit, but I'm still here. Hi Love Fruit, how are you? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, it can be rough out here sometimes. But again, I just have to keep in mind that not everybody gets to have this chance to even attempt to be a content creator. Like it takes a lot of being able to work in your free time if you have it, or if you don't have free time, you gotta do it. You gotta make the free time for it. So I gotta just learn to be grateful that I even get to try to do this in the first place. So yeah. But sometimes it can be very discouraging, if you want me to be honest. I think I'm almost done here. If you like it, you will push through in one way or another. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm so glad you agree and are listening to my little rant here. I appreciate it. Wait, we're trying our best. We're gonna get there hopefully one day. Can't forget this one here. This one though, I don't know why. In the reference photo, I think I'm gonna keep it. I don't think I'm gonna fill in the line art for this portion. I will do it for this strand though, because in the reference there's like it kind of looks like shiny. It looks, I don't know if that makes sense, but it doesn't look like there's a very thick outline along this specific strand of hair. So I'm gonna leave it empty. I'll probably go within it with like a white. Okay. Anyways, All right, so this is where we're currently at. I don't think I've missed any areas. Oh, I did actually. Sorry, hold on. But I would continue, but although you're giving me scare on how hard it can be to draw. Okay, I'm not trying to scare anybody. I don't want to scare you. No. It's just it just takes a lot of patience and hard work is all. The most important thing is that you want to enjoy what you're doing. If you enjoy what you're doing, then that's all that matters. Like, yeah, it can be hard. There will be days when you feel like not drawing and stuff, but if you enjoy it, you will find the courage to keep going. And a lot of artists are doing it, so do you want to become like a professional artist, or do you want to go to art school, Ash? What are your plans? What, or are you just doing it for fun? Because if you want me to be honest, I never thought I would actually legitimately try to pursue this as a career. I always had like a doubt in the back of my mind that I wouldn't be able to actually do it. So, but I'm getting one step closer every day, so I'm gonna keep trying. And if you want to do it, you should too. These ankles are wild, by the way. Okay. I'm just double checking if I need to. Whoa, don't like how that line turned out. I also don't know. You probably can't. No, you can see a little bit, but there's like a little bit of paint spatter up here, and I have no idea how that happened. Because I literally was painting over it with the calligraphy brush, so I have no idea how that happened, but oh well. Let me just double check my lines here. I want to make sure I filled in everything. Oh, I already found a spot that I did not fill in. Hello, Pa. Welcome back. Or hello again if you were just lurking there in the stream. Thanks for coming back. But anyways, I know I asked you a question, Ash, but I fear I may need to visit the toilet soon. And I know that's TMI, but I just want to be honest, so I might have to end the stream. I don't know if we'll get to read your comment before that happens, but this is where we're at with the drawing. I'm kind of serious. Okay, then I'm gonna tell you, go for it. Like, legitimately go for it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream here for today because I really gotta use the bathroom. So thank you to anybody who has stuck around. Thank you to people who have been popping in and out. I really do appreciate it. I'm so glad that you've been here and you watched me ink this drawing in. Hopefully we will be live again to color this in. So thank you for sticking around with me. Bye. Thank you, Ash. Thank you, Paul. Bye. I'll see you again soon, hopefully. Thank you. Bye.